Laura, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome to December. I don't know where November went. It's like just kind of blink and you miss it type of thing. This is a channel about cross stitch and a little bit of knitting and life and other crafts. Knitting's in the car. I'm not going to go get it. I do have one of two of the two, because it's a pair of little fingerless mitts finished. So I'm working on the second one. I'm quite excited. It is Monday, December 5th, 2022. 2023 is going to be upon us shortly. It's bananas. Yes. So I've been busy, been working, been celebrating with family, and just a lot of different things. I'm a little blown out right now. I wonder if that might help a little bit, maybe not, who knows. I'll lean forward a little bit. Nope, that doesn't work either. It's fine. Craft room's just a little bit of a mess today, or craft cave, or the croffice. I like all of those. But yeah, welcome to any new people. Thank you for my continuing friends who come back time after time, and sorry it's been a while, and I haven't even posted in the community tab. That's how out of it I have been. So welcome. We're just gonna hop right into it. It's been a couple weeks, so I'm not sure where I left off with you. First off, I'm going to do a shout out for Stitchy Sally. She was so close to 900 when I watched her probably a week ago. Let me look at her really quick. Hold, please. And we started the Under 1,000 Subs Club. That was Carrie from Carrie and Stitches, and Heather Link is my homeboy. And they invited me to come along to get people that had been on Flosstube for a while and still were under that 1,000 subscribers threshold, to get them bumped up so that they could get the community tab. A couple months after we started this initiative, I'll call it an initiative, it was just fun, started this challenge, I guess, YouTube lowered the threshold to 500 to get the community tab, which is great. And so now, as long as you get that 500, you can get the community tab, which is really nice. You can put polls. I think I actually did a poll recently about what my focus should be. I can't remember. Like I said, my brain has not been working. So for Miss Stitchy Sally, let me find her. She has 908 subscribers as of today. So if we could get her just 100 more, that would be fantastic. Let's get her 100 by Christmas, or 100 more subscribers. Actually, it would be 98 subscribers by Christmas. I think that would be a great Christmas present for her, is to hit 1,000 subscribers. So I will link her below. Go and subscribe, and if you're watching her anyway, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't take it doesn't take that long, and it doesn't charge you. It's free, and it gives us a little bit of a boost. The other person I'm going to shout out is Kay. You may have known her as Kay's Cross Stitch, or Kay to Jane, or Pansies and Picot. But she's back. She is back as Kay's Craft Cave of Possibilities. Say that 10 times fast. That. But Kay's a local stitcher here in Utah. She lives about an hour away from me. And so I was just excited to see her hop back on. She does a lot of knitting, a lot of sewing. She's been getting the finishes out though with cross stitch, and it's been really fun to see. So go give her a subscribe as well, give her a watch, and yeah. So we'll get into the into my plans and what I worked on. I will be doing a whip parade later this month. The kids get out of school they're in school this week. Alice is in school this week and next week, and so the following week I will probably do a whip parade that Wednesday or Thursday, when I don't have to work. So, because it might take a little bit longer than normal. So we're gonna get into it. What I have been working on that I don't know if I showed you, and I was quite excited about it, is I hit the halfway mark on my Yellowstone piece. And so it was a page finish, and I was quite excited to see it. So I will show you, it's still on the rest of the Q-snap. We'll hold it up this way. But here's Yellowstone, and it's halfway done. And that flamingo is not part of Yellowstone, obviously. But you can see the other buffalo over here. They're just so cute. And so I'm working on the first, because these are half pages, I guess, but still. So I'm working on down to here, and it goes, I want to say right there is as far as it goes. Stitched a little bit into there, about 20 stitches. 2 blocks down, 2.5. But my goal is to finish this next year for sure. So, that is in the cards, hopefully. So, yes. I'm going to put this back together, because if I don't, it will not be fun. And there we go. So I'm going to try next year, try being the operative word, try to continue, like try to do full coverage Friday, or at least work on full coverage 1 day a week, so that I can get it done. I also worked on, what are you over here? Oh, yes. Need you too. Okay. So I also worked on my Alice, which was my struggle bus piece, because I had to pick out her border a number of times, and down here in her dress I've messed up somewheres. So I decided to move up to the top to the curtains and the mirror. So this, I've divided it into sections, so this was the bottom of my section for this. All that's missing is beads, and then I started into the mirror part that's behind her. So, but yeah, that's where I am. That's where I got. So I'm gonna work on her some more in this coming year as well, because I would like to see her finished. I will probably move her to my focus after I finish Mermaid of the Pearls, I think. I had a new start. It was Vic Stitch and Button's birthday, and she wanted to do Mirabilias. So I started Mermaid Treasure Amethyst. And Vicky Reading and Stitching started this one too, which was fun. It's fun to have twinning projects with people. I just love it. And this is on a piece of, I can't remember the name of it. I think I took the tag off. It's in my bag. It's fine. But it is Live and Die LA. And that is where we got to. So we got half of the amethyst done. I do like the Bella Filipina patterns because they're divided up in 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. You don't have, they're not like a big Mirabilia pattern where you have to kind of break it up. It's already broken up for you. And this is part of, this part down here is the outside of her tail, or I guess the inside of her tail, but the side of her tail closest to the gem. So that was kind of fun. So we'll put her away for a little bit. She'll come out to play next year for sure, because it was really fun to work on her. Oh, there's my card. It is called Husavik. So I think that's the from Frozen, the little creatures. I can't remember, but yes, Husavik from Valerie at Live and Die LA. I can't. Words are hard today. I'm sorry. Okay, so did that. that's my progress. Okay, we're gonna go into plans and what I've been working on since December started. I worked on the Bella Filipina through December 31st, November 30th. And then I picked up on December 1st my Celtic Ladies. This is the backside. Oh, you can't really tell. That's funny. Because we're at a bit of a distance. And I put them on my roller frame. And I started beading. So winter and some backstitch. So winter is completely done. All of her beads are finished. But there we go. And it snowed overnight too, so you'll hear like slushy and all that stuff. I just barely finished spring before I came in to film. And she's super blingy. I love her little cape lit right here because there's just beads all over it. It's so gorgeous. And then Winter has Whisper in here and in her hair. The pattern is by Marilyn Levitt Emblem of 12 Nook Garden and Lavender and Lace. She's the mother of Nora Corbett. She has passed away. I believe all of her stuff is still in print. I don't know if anything is not in print. I know some might be hard to find. I think Celtic Autumn was kind of hard to find. But this is Celtic Winter, Celtic Spring, Celtic Summer is down here, and Celtic Autumn is over here. And Sarah, Stitch and Mommy, actually took and did a chart or a layout of all 4 Celtic women in the same kind of sampler type thing, and you just had to email her and ask her for it. You can still do that, I believe, and you have to have the charts, the actual physical charts, in order to stitch it. It doesn't have any symbols or anything. It just has, you know, put the words here, put these medallions on this side, the small medallion here, and here's where you put the little layout thing, and then the lady goes here. And this is how tall I've made it and stuff. So, or she made it. But yeah, I love it. Goal for this is a finish, hopefully in the next couple days, because there's really not that many beads and backstitch. So that's what I'm going to be working on while this is uploading and all that fun stuff. You stay there. And so that is part of plans. We're going to segue into plans, and then so what I'm working on, categories this month. These are Sammy J's categories. And they're welcome, you know, we can tell, you're welcome, what was it? She tells us, like, it's just a group of friends. And I know there's a lot of people that have been joining in, so all are welcome. One of them, so that's my pattern type paper, is my Celtic sampler. Started for over 2 years ago, is my hands-on design Live Within Your Harvest. And I'm going for a finish on a few of these things. So that's what the pattern looks like. And here is where I'm at. I want to get at least, my goal is 1,000 stitches at least on each project. Maybe a little bit more. But here's where we're at. We have some sunflowers and then Live and the W from within. So the goal to finish that. I don't know if I'll finish that this month, or it would be nice, but it will definitely be a finish next year for sure, probably in January. And then another one that I want to have as a finish this month is Cross Stitch Nation. We did this as a round robin, but not a round robin, where we didn't pass the actual, that's a black and white, it's by Heartstring Samplery. And we didn't pass the pattern around. Corinne did a wheel and had our names on it, so it's Crystal from Crystal Row, myself, Colleen and Corinne from Grace Knows Fabrics, Carla from Craft Out at K, and Hannah from Hannah Dowling. And they would spin, or Corinne would spin a wheel, and we would pick which person we wanted to do and stitch them. So Most people have gotten it finished already. I just need to add the gentleman right here, and then I will go right here, and I chose purples and greens. And then I'm going to put Cross Stitch Nation, and then probably put, I don't know if I'm going to do the bottom border or not. So it depends on how I feel. And I'm still trying to find my one. I printed out the color, or the, yeah. And I lost it because I kind of did stuff from Stash, but I think I know what I can compare it to what is on here. So as long as I know what what symbols are what. So that is my pattern type PDF, even though I've printed it out. And then let's see here. The longest since I've worked on it is Rose Quaker. I started this last year, and I saw my friend Laura at, I met her name's Stitchin' Maniac is her handle on Instagram, and she's also a local Utah stitcher. She had a really pretty conversion in Belle Soie Silks to Rose Quaker, and she sent it to me. And this is going to be my one that I break into a sal, basically my yearly project for next year as well. I'm just gonna get a little bit of a start on it because that's all I have, and it's not that much, and I would like to see more done. This is done on Not Another Sampler by Be Stitch Me, and so yes, and I have to get an extra 300 stitches in because Sammy told me to. She was like, I'm picking something and you are doing some extra stitches on it. I said, okay. And then my struggle bus this month, because we had struggle bus pulled again, is under the evergreen. I don't think I have a, what do you call it? Yeah, I don't have a printout of the cover. I don't have a cover photo of it. This one I started, and if you follow Laurel Ann, she has the whole half done. And so, and Into the Horse, she's got a little bit of his bum. So that's what I've got. I don't have very much. So that's the top of the tree. I'm trying to figure out how I want to stitch it. So I'm definitely going to do like each quadrant, like page by page. Is definitely what I'm going to do, and the bottom of the page I believe is over there, so I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to try to backstitch as I go, but yes, so that is where I'm at on my starting point for Under the Evergreen. Super fun, and it's just a struggle bus because it's a Teresa Wensler and all of her lovely blends. I think that's all I've worked on. I did get Happy Mail. We'll cover up that. I got some Stitch and Butt mail. Ta-da! And this is in this box that looks like it got sat upon. Is the 12 days of Christmas box that she did for after Christmas. So the first present is opened on Christmas Day. So I'm excited to do that. I'm going to be good and not be a wild woman and rip it all open at once. So yes. Lots of people are doing Flossmas or holovlogs or yeah. I don't have the wherewithal to do that. So go watch them. I know Sammy's doing daily vlogs. Vicky Reading and Stitching is doing an interesting take on her daily vlogs. She's having people pick the projects that she works on next year, which is fun. I know that Lynette Stitch Creates is doing advent calendars while she's opening that. Mrs. Stitches is doing the Leo and Roxy, not Leo and Roxy, but the Roxy Floss Company, Modern Folk Embroidery, and Evertotes advent stitching. Michelle Bendy is doing holovlogs. Kristi from Kristi's Corner Needlework is doing a Vlogmas, and go watch her. She's hilarious. She's been participating in Stiach, and one of the team challenges was to do a video, and they did a take on the Knights Who Say Ni from My Python, and it was fantastic, and they won very well, deservedly. And if you need a good laugh, she links it below in her video, in her YouTube where she talks about it. She links it, and it is fantastic. It was very, very funny. I think that's all I have. There might be an update within the next couple weeks, depends on how busy I am, probably. And then a whip parade later on in the month with kind of January plans. Whip parade obviously will be separate from what from a normal Flosstube. But yeah, happy you all are here. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and if you have friends or family who you struggle with, and especially I know there's a lot of people that struggle at this time with toxic family or toxic friends, and it's okay to, step back and get some mental health for yourself and for your family, and you need to do what's best for you. So don't force celebrations upon yourself or upon family members, because we need space, and we need to heal, and yeah. So that's just my kind of PSA for the holidays. I know it's hard for a lot of people. So yeah. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for staying and coming back, and I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye, my friends.